Well, Social Security has become one of the biggest concerns for Americans nearing retirement. We have been hearing the program is running out of money. So what does that actually mean, and what are the changes that are likely to come? Of course, it is Wealth Wednesday. We've got Mark Lampkin in the studio today. You know, even since I was in middle school, which was 15 years ago, I was hearing that, Social Security is going to run out.
The sky's falling, the sky's falling.
And of course, when you're 12 years old, you're like, I don't care about that. But, as I'm approaching, 30, starting to invest my money, putting some away. Now it's okay, maybe I kind of need to pay attention.
Yeah, it is. And here's the thing with Social Security. I mean, you're on the phone line with Granny D for 3 hours and you're asking questions. You get 3 different peoples and 3 different answers, and you really don't know what's going on, and they won't give you what to do. They just tell you information, and you have to make your own decision.
Right.
So what we're going to talk about today are really good decisions that can help you bypass that hour-long conversation that you get no information on, by the way.
Right. So let's get some perspective here, some real perspective. Social Security has been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
So what did it used to look like, and what has since changed?
So here's our history lesson of the day. So 1935, during the Great Depression, Social Security started. Check this out. There were 40 workers, 40, for every 1 worker on Social Security. How many workers do you think that is today?
I have no idea. I have no clue.
Take a guess.
I don't know.
2.7. 40 workers paying in for 1 worker taken out to 2.7 now. So it shrank considerably. And also, during that time, you got Social Security at age 65. And according to ChatGPT, you were dead by 70. So you paid in for that long, you pulled out for 5 years. The system worked great. But now people are pulling Social Security out for 10, 20, 30 years. A lot of times they're pulling Social Security out longer than they were on actually paying in.
Wow.
And Social Security was not built to take that. So we're going to fix it.
That's how we're going to fix it. And so you mentioned people are spending longer in retirement now too. So what do they do?
Yeah. So if you've not taken Social Security yet, or one of the spouses have, at my office, we have a Social Security maximization report. And we fill out 1 page. We send it to 5 certified financial planners that are trained in every aspect of Social Security. And they send back that report, and it's super cool. And it will tell you the worst age to take Social Security. It will tell you the median, or how can you get the most out of Social Security, or not the most, but a good amount out of Social Security. And then they will tell you how you can actually get the most. We had a couple come in. We ran this report because they were both about to file for Social Security. The report came back, 1 filed, 1 didn't. But if they live a normal life expectancy, by doing our Social Security report, they were going to get $90,000 more.
Wow.
So they became a client on the spot, and we've had them. So that report is critical. If you've not started Social Security yet, we can run that free for our viewers.
Well, and that's really great insight. But then again, that question, that $1 million question, is it really going to run out?
It is.
Ooh.
But with a caveat. So mid-2030s, if nothing changes, your benefit will be cut by 30%. So that's not an ideal scenario.
Right.
But I will tell you this, if you're 55, 60, 65, 70, these things usually change for the younger generation. Not if you're getting your Social Security check now, I believe you'll get your full Social Security check from now on. It's not going to be cut by 30%, but it will be there. But there will be 3 changes, I think, that will make this Social Security solvent. And everybody will get their Social Security check. Because,
my next question was, do you think retirees who are currently getting that check, is anything going to happen to them?
Nothing with existing. But right now, that full retirement age is 67. And the first thing that I believe that you're going to do with longer lifespans, people living to age 90, 95, 100, instead of 65, they may move that to 70, 72, 73. The other thing they may do is right now, Social Security taxes are capped at $168,000. They may move that way up. And the last thing is, if you've done a great job of saving, and you've got an adjustable gross income of over $500,000, for example, and maybe even $250,000, they're going to means test. That means if you make over X dollars, they're going to tax the heck out of your Social Security, so you're probably going to get very little of it. That's just a nice way of saying we're taking your Social Security away, but we're helping the people that should be helped.
Yeah.
So with a combination of those three things, Social Security should be fixed. They're going to deal with it in the next 2 to 5 years. They'll deal with it because they're forced to. And take a deep breath. You don't have to call that Social Security line. You don't have to, the sky's not falling, and we're going to be just fine.
And we need to give you a call to get everything back in order.
If you haven't had that Social Security maximization report ran, even if you're in your 55 or 2 to 3 years away from retirement, call my office, email me. That Social Security maximization report and my Roth conversion report are the two most important things that you can do pre-retirement.
All right, Mark, always the great
And free
tip.
for you
There we
and the
go.
viewers.
There we go. Always a pleasure, Mark.
Thank
you
you
so much. All right, to learn more, get in touch with Mark and his team, head over to lamkinwealth.com.
Wealth Wednesday on Great Day Live is sponsored by Lamkin Wealth Management.